Hello everyone, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and it's here, 2020 December Daily Album Share. We've made it all the way through. I hope you've been enjoying this week-long share of all of my past December dailies, but this is the one I'm most excited to share with because it's the latest one. It hasn't been shared before. I think I might have shared one little photo on Instagram of one of the pages, and that's about it. So really excited. I used the Mary album from Allie Edwards from last year's release for this. And we've got my 3 kids. Jackson will be 6 in here, Nora will be 3, and Barrett will be 1. I say that as Jackson and Barrett are January birthdays, so they're closer to 7 and 2, but they're still technically 6. Okay, let's open it up. And let's hope that the glare isn't too bad. Let's see if I can fix that before it gets too crazy. It's kind of a weird, it just stopped raining, but it's still kind of cloudy and it's supposed to start getting sunny. So it's one of those days here. Excuse me. I started off with this little frame. This is from the crepe paper. And I wanted to do something. A nod to the fact that this is a different type of December, a different Christmas. I definitely wanted there to be something there. So I went ahead and just typed out my journaling in the Project Life app, printed it in 3x4 and placed it on top of this little frame and put the 20 for the year and just let that be. And then it gets into the fun stuff. So we have my opening here. I'm going to zoom in just the tiniest bit and hopefully I don't shake the camera. Okay, it did shake it. Sorry. Okay, I think it's a little better. So I have my opening page. I'm a big fan of the 2x2 for the opening. It's easy to do. I like the way it turned out. And so I just repeated that simply. I used one for a shaker pocket. I just did the photos of us and then use some Rosie Studio ephemera to fill it in and some 2020 thickers to go ahead and fill in those last pockets. I could have trimmed this, especially now that I have that, so it could have just been that, but it's okay. I like the way it turned out as it is. And then you flip it over and I just simply put a December to remember, cozy at home. And again, my slight subtle nod to the fact that this was the Christmas of COVID. I used a lot of, I think there's 3 or 4 of these. They are so much fun. So they are cut files from Confessions of a Paper Addict, and I cut them a bunch of times so that I could make it nice and strong. This one is the one with the cute little Christmas trees there, which gives you a hint about what the first day is going to be about. So I have that in there. And then my day 1 is this fun little heart cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict with the little wood one. And it flips open. There's the photo of me decorating the tree, which flips open. And you've got a photo of my daughter getting to put the star on top this year. That was fun for her, the first year doing that. And then my boys putting some ornaments on as well. And of course there's Sean helping because he's the only one that can actually reach the top of the tree. It's like 7 feet tall and it's huge, and yeah, I'm nowhere close to tall enough to reach it, so yeah, Daddy has to help. I love how that turned out. I have some little trim here, and this is simply, if I lift this up you actually could probably see it, it's some washi tape placed onto the transparency so that it can become a pocket. And then I put a slice. Now this was the first page I did and all sorts of stuff. So my slice is not a very good slice and it's very obvious that it's there. However, I do have this that slides out, talks about the journaling, like just journaling of the day, what happened, kind of the nod, how we decorated the tree, and all of that is there. And then it just slides back in so that I have journaling, but it's nothing overpowering anything else. And then just a close-up shot of our tree for that year, which I love. I loved how this all kind of came together. So that's day 1. And then there's a larger photo And this photo is just, I mean, it's so perfect. And we had it set up. It was there. We were done that evening, and Nora had one of the little stuffies that from the Christmas box, and she's just looking at the lights just in complete awe. I just love this photo so much. So it definitely deserved a 6x8. And then I just put, I love seeing the glow of the twinkle light shining in your happy eyes. That's all that needed, was perfect. And you could put it in with day 2 or day 1. Doesn't really matter. It's more of a filler photo, but it's just perfect. I love that photo. Day 2 talks about how we ended up putting some Christmas lights outside for the first time. We've never done that before, and so that was really excited. And Sean was so excited to do this. Like, this is all him, which I love. And we didn't get enough to cover the house. We just have a half of this, like a corner basically of our house. But that doesn't matter. We'll add more each year. And the fact that it's something that my partner was really into, so I definitely wanted to get it documented because it was a big deal for him. And I don't think you can see it too well, but there is Sean and Barrett looking out the window trying to see what I'm doing, which I think is really cute. This also flips open. There's just the number 2, and then just the journaling about doing the lights for this year. I put in a shaker pocket here because it kind of covers up the next day, which you'll see. Here it kind of does a nice little break between the 2 letters. I didn't really care that the letters, those aren't letters, the numbers, I didn't really care that you can see through them, but it does give it just a nice little something in between. So went ahead and did that. A really old 3. This is from Dear Lizzie from a long time ago, or maybe not even Dear Lizzie. It might be Pink Paisley from the C'est La Vie collection. Yeah, they're pretty old. And then I've got this super cute photo of Nora as a reindeer. And then you can see it says Reindeer Hokey Pokey. That is the performance that my son put on for his school that year. Of course, being COVID, we couldn't go to it, so it was recorded and then we got to watch it. But he had to wear these fun antlers to his performance. So just kind of wrote about that and how excited he was to do it. And he did a really great job. The video, it was not the best quality video. They kind of shot it so you know how when you film, there's a way to film it so it's landscape versus whatever. Yeah, it just wasn't filmed correctly, so you couldn't see all the kids all the time, but it was cute enough to watch once, and this photo does the performance justice enough, which I love. So that's day 3. Day 4 here is a 6x8 of Barrett dressed up as the Flash, which I think is just hilarious. So he brought me his Halloween costume, and he wasn't really into his Halloween costume last year. He put it on, I got some photos of him, and then he was done and never touched it again. But he came to me with, there's something on this. He came to me with his Flash costume. I'm like, you want to put it on? And he's like, yeah. So I put it on, and then he stood in front of the tree, and I quickly caught this super cute photo of him, and I just love it. So the Flash came to Christmas. And I did a little thing. So I cut the photo in half, so it's like 2 4x6s, right? And then I did a flip so you can see the journaling. So lots of places for hidden journaling. Not because it's hidden, I don't want you to read it. It's just makes it so the photos kind of highlight themselves a little bit better. And there's day 4 with a little bit of embellishing. And it is backed on a piece of pattern paper that so it's the same size as a page protector there, which I thought was really cute. And then day 5 talks about our advent calendars for the year. I just did tags. This is a very Allie Edwards type inspired page with her tags and the little envelope and stuff. I did one for each of us. So I did decorate the outside of each one. Start here. So here's Nora's, just the N for her name, a couple hearts, and so magical with the tree. And then it flips over, and then there's the photo of her with her advent, which was a Hatchimals. But can you see that she's in bright yellow? And like, I didn't really want that on the outside, so the tags were perfect for that type of thing. And then for Jackson, I did a vellum piece, and yes, you can see the tape, but it's okay. just go with it. I'm not worried about it. You can still read it. It's all good. And I know it's not going anywhere. So I went ahead and did that. And then there's Jackson, and he got a Lego calendar and he just loved it. And I love this photo because you can see his little hairdo that he got there. He wanted a mohawk, and so I tried. It wasn't very good. I won't lie. It was really bad, but he was happy, so it's all good. There's Barrett's. That was pretty cute there. And there he is with his little, he had one of those go-go wheels so it was the sleigh and it sang, and then there's a bunch of other little bits and pieces to it. But really the sleigh was the exciting part, and he thought that was pretty cool. He had fun opening one up each morning. So there's Barrett's. I think I did mine. So here's mine with my advent calendar that I got. So there's that. And then Sean didn't get one. What he did get was a different type of syrups to add to his coffee type thing. So I just documented that because that was actually from last year and he was still working through them. So I did that, did the S, and then the journaling about what we each got. So it was a little bit more in depth. So I could remember with a little bit of extra journaling there. So that is how I did that one, and I love how it turned out. And then these all just kind of tuck in, and I probably could have made my envelope a little bit bigger, but I used some of the crepe paper, Mary Day's collection, and this is what I had to work with. So I just kind of I just made it work and let it go. So that's day 5. Day 6 is just a photo, and I really loved this photo. I was having a bath, and as I was looking, I just noticed my kids' toys were there, and I just thought, that's really cute, so let's go with it. So I put the 6 on the little, water stopper thing there, and then I did my journaling, just kind of talking about that, kind of about the day, all sorts of stuff, just kind of a currently situation going on. And I just let that be day 6. So nice and simple, but super cute. I love it. I added that little banner so it's slightly festive. And then it flips open. Oh, you know what? Sorry. So there's that, and then there's a photo to finish off with this day. It must have been, that looks like soccer. It must have probably been a Saturday. Well, maybe a Sunday. I don't know. But it was a weekend because there's soccer on, and Sean is all about soccer. So if that tag all goes to the same day. Sorry, a lot of times I do tags and they coincide with both days. I thought that did, but it does not. So there you go. That's day 6. Day 7, I did the peekaboo kind of thing. I don't love this. I'll be honest with you. I will not do this idea again. It's not for me. Other people's, it's amazing, but I didn't really love the way it turned out for me. So I won't do it again, but that's okay. I have a 6x8 in here of the cute little nutcrackers that we are starting to collect, and then the journaling pops out here with this little nutcracker, and then I hand wrote the journaling and how we are starting this tradition. Sean likes nutcrackers. It's kind of his Christmas thing, is he really enjoys them, and so we've decided that we want a collection of something, and we hadn't really started anything for us, and because that's his thing, I wanted to go ahead and do that. And so this is what we are collecting. It will not always, these 2 are Hallmark ones in a brand new series that started, and they will not always be these, but they're what we started with, and we'll see what happens as the collection grows. So I do like the spread. It's cute, but this little flip of thing, that's just not for me. So next year you will not see that. You go into, oh, you guys, I'm chatty today. This is already 14 minutes in. I'm so sorry. I should speed up a little bit here. We go into my kids playing with a felt Christmas tree. I got them. It was really, really fun. They had fun with it. It completely fell apart, but it was cute. It was super cheap, like $5. I got it off Amazon. And so it did its purpose. It was a fun activity. And the kids, it was for Nora and Barrett more so than anything, but they had lots of fun. Jackson got in on it too. So that's day 8. Day 9, I totally scrap lifted this from everyone else that had the cute little pieces that fit in this size. I didn't have those. I didn't have the main kit or anything, but I took my photo, made it into a tag, and then took 2 other ones into tags. Added some, what is that? ribbon, it's not ribbon, but you know, tulle, and then embellished a couple of them with some pattern paper. Be merry. So that's day 9. And then it's just the photo of my coffee for that year. I added this fun little cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict. And then I think that's from her. And then I did a Thursday 3 for day 10. And I was obsessed. I watched Gilmore Girls a lot during December. It's kind of like a tradition that I've started that I'm not really sure why, but I'm always feeling that. So just kind of talked about that. Literally just copied and pasted what I put on my Instagram into my journaling for that day with this cute photo of my soup. And I placed it in this cute little display I have. Normally there's a candle there, but I wanted it to be something festive. So I put my soup there, and Bear's little hand snuck into, which I think just makes it even better. So that's days 9 and 10. Day 11 talks about a holiday party that I helped host, which was pretty fun. So there's the schedule and just my journaling about it. The little selfie I took. Day 12 is really, I needed something to go here. So I just took a photo of our little gingerbread house that we made this year. I'll have a full 12 by 12 of that. So I didn't need much. I just kind of used one of the cute little tags from Allie Edwards, put the photo on, and called it good. This moment was amazing and so good. That's good enough for me. Then we go into day 13. Okay, so for day 13, I documented some family time where they were playing with a ball in the house, and it was really funny. They just are having the best time. So I actually took my camera. I'm lying down here and they're throwing the ball at me, and I just laid down and took a photo. So it's a different type of angle, which I thought was really fun. And then I caught this cute little bear looking at me, and it was a Sunday. Sunday is our family time. So I really just kind of wanted to document that. And then it flipped open, and later after that, we had some cuddles on the couch. So we were very cozy, which I thought was cute, and family is everything. So super easy. You don't have to make all your spreads hard. Some of them can just be some photos and some words. That's totally fine. They don't all have to be elaborate like this one. So this is the one I did share on Instagram, and it simply is just documenting my son. The last week of school, every day is a different theme for, the holidays. And I saw this, whoever had started it, I saw a bunch of people create them, and I'm like, I need to do this too. So I just went ahead and kind of looked to see what they did, found some pattern paper that I liked. They're not perfect. They're not all the same size. I don't care. I just wanted to play, and I needed to use something for the back of this because this piece of paper, you can see there's what I did is this part is an actual page protector, and then I needed something else, and this is what I wanted to do. So I had to smush them together. So anyways, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that open up, and then each one has a photo. So like festive sock day, and that was one day. We have red and green day, and I just made Jackson stand in front of the Christmas tree every day so I could snap a photo. Santa hat day, he had fun with that one. And finally, there is pajama day. This is always Friday, and it's the kids' favorite day. And you can see his little pajamas there, which I thought was really cute. And he had so much fun dressing up. And so I love it. They don't all sit down, but as the book closes, it does its thing. But I really love this spread. It's interactive. It's fun to play with. You can't tell right off the bat what it is, but as you open it, you kind of get the idea. So I loved that. I didn't put any journaling with it. I just kind of let the little notes I put on the photos kind of be the journaling. Here's another one of those cut files from Confessions of a Paper Addict. So pretty. I really love how those turned out. And then I did for the 15th, I wanted to talk about movies and music. I always like to get something about that in my album somehow. So we had some fun ones. My youngest, Barrett, loves this version of The Grinch. So much so that we've watched it. I mean, I haven't, but he's had it on all year long. He really loves it. I don't know if it's the music to it or what, but he's a big fan. And Jackson started to enjoy The Elf this year. Sean and I really enjoyed sitting and watching Home Alone again together. It was just fun. It was fun to get some Christmas movies in. Now that Jackson's a little bit older and wants to watch that sort of thing, it's just neat to see. And then music, I kind of wrote how I like to listen to all the Christmas songs, and I found a few different things this year. I always like to find new music, watching other people's December dailies, and I find new songs I've never even heard of before, so I love that sort of thing. And so I just kind of threw in a few of my favorites of the year and called it good with my journaling there. It's pretty small, it's a little hard to read, but it's okay, it's there. And I've got a fa la la there and all of that. So super cute. I love this little spread. And you can see I added where the holes belong, because this is a page protector, but I just added this little film strip. So I thought that was fun and playful. I needed a filler, so I went ahead and put my favorite Christmas song for the year. I like to do that too. It does change every year, I find. So I felt like this year we needed something. So I just went ahead and it was just a photo I had taken of the Christmas tree and sitting in our new house. I don't have that perfect scene like I used to at my old house with the fireplace and stuff. So this was good enough. Blurred it a little bit and then put the Christmas song lyrics down there. And then this is just again a filler with this little card with some journaling with the photo on this side. And all it's talking about is being in the new house. I wasn't sure where to put my manger, and so I actually ended up putting it in my kitchen, and I put the with Joseph and Mary and baby Jesus inside my little lantern, and then everything else is outside. I just loved it, so I had to document that because it's lived in a few different places depending on where we lived, and so I loved how that got displayed. And then I'd walk in from the kitchen, from the bedroom, because our bedroom's leads right into the kitchen. So it's the first thing I saw in the morning, and it just represents the season for me. So love that. 16th talks about the big old fluffy gnome that I got the kids. Oh, they loved it. They just love it. So I went ahead and documented that, added some wood veneer, a little cut file. This pulls out, talks and is just journaling about this fun little fluffy thing that they enjoyed. And it was just a new addition to our Christmas decor this year. Super cute and fun. And then 17. So look at how easy day 17 is. It's a photo of me, and it just says 17 with this little girl with a present. So I'm assuming I was shopping, and that's it. That was all I did. It doesn't have to be complicated. Really love that. I love it. And then I tied it next to with another one of the cut files with the bows. So the red plays off of each other. And then day 18 talks about some cuddles on the couch with Daddy while they were watching the show. And I just put nothing beats on the couch with Daddy. So I'm missing a word there, but that's okay. But yeah, just family time, which is what that day was. There's probably not a lot going on, but the photo's really cute, and it does represent our life in our season, and we are at home because it's COVID. We weren't going anywhere. So that's how it was. Day 19 talks about the cookies. So the kids had fun. There were these cute little sweater cookies that I bought, and they each got to decorate them, and they had lots of fun. So just added a few things. I know the gingerbread house it's not a gingerbread cookie, but it kind of just fit there. And then added a few peppermints and a candy cane, and then some smaller photos of the kids decorating. And then all three of them. No journaling for this one. Didn't really need it. You kind of get the point. So I thought it was cute. Nice, easy spread as well. Here's another one of the cut files. Isn't that one fun? I painted it with some rose gold, and I painted Santa and then put it on Santa paper. And then that is our Santa photo for the year. So I found it on, I think, Etsy or something. But he's just holding a frame, and then you insert your own photo, and it totally worked. The kids loved it when they saw it. So that was just the way our visit with Santa was. I didn't like how the one in Langley where we live, it just was a weird setup. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to like these photos. I don't think the kids are going to like it. So this just worked way better. And that's day 20. 21 talks about snow, which was so much fun. This was amazing to get snow before Christmas like this. And as much snow as we got, it was so much. So here it is in the morning. It's starting to come down. There's my oldest two looking so excited. They just couldn't believe it. So documenting all of that, and it started to come down like crazy by the afternoon. And thankfully Sean got home just as it was getting a little out of hand. And that is what it looked like. Like, it was just gorgeous, amazing. And it was so much fun. They got to be home for it. We weren't going anywhere. And it just, I mean, it was just gorgeous. So documented that. I do believe there was quite a bit of a storm too, and I think we lost power. That part wasn't so fun, but it was gorgeous. Day 22. I cannot look at this spread without laughing. So Sean's oldest brother dressed as Santa and came to visit us. And Nora and Jackson loved it. They knew who he was. They loved it. They thought it was awesome. Barrett was not a fan. He just was not a fan at all. So I just love it. I love the photos so much. And then I just kind of did a little Santa spread. This is just a Project Life card you're supposed to fill in. I didn't even fill it in. I just let it be and just have the photos and everything kind of speak for itself with the tiny bit of journaling up there. So look at that photo. I love it. Okay, and then for this is what we are on to 23, right? Yes, this is day 23. I don't know where my 23 is. That's okay. Documenting COVID. So I definitely needed to have a nod to COVID and just something, but I wanted it to be in a small way. So I used this. This is just a filter on an app called Photo Lab. It's just a pretty mess. So I went with that. Two kind of funny little, songs about COVID. So I used those in Christmas themed. And then I have the photo of Jackson with his mask and a photo of some of my coworkers we were working, and then we got a treat from our supervisor. And so just a little photo, but it's life, right? Masks and COVID, and that's just how it is. So I put my photos there. I didn't do any journaling about it. I don't have anything really more I wanted to say than I've already put into the opening, and you'll see on Christmas Day. So I didn't need it to be anything crazy, and this suffices for me. I do have our Mary Max quarantine right there, and you cannot read the journaling because it's such a small photo, but just kind of talks about why he was there and all of that. And then in the middle of this, I've got our ornaments for the year. So another nod. Our 2020 ornament was the Santa with the bag full of sanitizer and toilet paper and soap and all of that. Nora's was Minnie Mouse ears. So cute. That was really cute. She loved that. Barrett was obsessed with anything to do with Baby Shark, and Jackson was all about Minecraft. So that was our ornaments for the year. And then I just have the photos open at the top so it can just slide in there. And then just a quick photo. There's not even a Target here in Canada. This is from, I can't think of her Instagram handle. I will hopefully have it pop up because she's amazing. I love her stuff. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, I just went ahead and used this Christmas shopping, the rush, the end of it. So that kind of leads into 24, which is Christmas Eve. And I just had this extra photo that I actually think I took this from last year. And I went with it. And it's so funny because you can see me right there. And I love that because I never even noticed it. Like, I'm in the balls and I didn't even notice that. So really love that. Put the 24 in the middle to open up to get into Christmas Eve. I have the wrapping paper for this year. I love to document the wrapping paper some way, somehow. So I did a 6x8 of that with this awesome Ellie Edwards idea of using a page protector and then slipping it in. I left this side kind of blank, so it's like the tree with the presents for the wrapping. And then I flipped it over and kind of wrote whose was whose for the year. So these unicorn with Santa on it was Nora's. The kitty cats were Barrett's. There was some dinosaur paper here that was Jackson's. And then the Santa paper, I always wrap the kids' big presents from Santa in Santa paper so that they know it's from him. And that was the Santa paper I chose for this year, which I have some left over so I can use it for 2021 as well. And then I had to document the kids' Christmas jammies. We were at home. We didn't do anything. No one came over. It was just our family. So the kids got into their jammies. I think we watched a movie and it was just a really chill, kind of neat. It was really neat. I really enjoyed Christmas this year. It's not something I want to do every year, but it was nice. Just the 5 of us with no plans, and I loved it. So that is the photo of all of them. And then I did do a separate one of each of them being super cute. Nora and her little tongue sticking out. There's Jackson. This is the same photo from his, it'll come to me, his pajama day from school, but it was such a good photo. I just redid it. And then there's Barrett and his cute little jammies. I loved his little zip up jammies. So adorable. And then just a filler card, and you can see the little mouse, so a nod to the night before Christmas. Same thing here, little mouse there with a photo of the Christmas tree in a painted filter that I use every year. I always use this and I love how it turns out. So I've got that. And then we've made it to Christmas, which ends it up. So again, just a little bit of filler, a nice little break between the two. My final cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict. I love these little dividers. They're just amazing. So did that. And then you can see it's starting to get very thick. Christmas, I did this idea where here's the front of it in a page protector. So my coffee and looking at the tree with the presents. I think Barrett was up. Barrett gets up very early in the morning, but my other two were still sleeping. So we kind of had our coffee, hung out with Barrett, waited for the other two to get up. And then the little Santa with the 25 there in a shaker pocket. And then it flips and you get the highlight of their presents. These were their big presents, their Santa presents. There's a little caveat to Jackson's because it was a very large present, as you can see. And we didn't want him to think that that actually came from Santa because, right? So he actually got like the controllers from Santa, and then the Switch came from us. And that was how we kind of split it up. But Nora got a Dr. Kit and she just loved it. And Barrett got this cool Thomas the Train set. And then it opens up. So it's actually a 12 by 12 page protector that I cut down and then folded. And I got this idea from someone else on YouTube. And it's just such a smart idea. It worked so well. Did my journaling, got the photo of them in their Christmas outfits. Again, we were home, so it wasn't like it was a big deal, but that's the best it was. They did get dressed up because Sean's dad and Anna, so that's his stepmom, I guess. We don't call her that, we just call her Anna, came over, and this was like, we had seen his dad a couple times, but it was the first time we'd seen Anna since March. So it was Nora, she adores her, just adores her. And so she couldn't have been happier. And then there's a photo of the Christmas tree in black and white with all of the presents. Just love that. And it's Christmas wrapped up in a page protector. Like, it's just fabulous. I love how that turned out. And I finished off my December daily this year with just a little bit of embellishing, nothing crazy, but I've just got my kids' artwork in here. So this cute little puppet thing Nora made, some of Jackson made a few cards. Nora drew something. Oh, Nora drew that. And Jackson drew this cute little Christmas tree. And Nora drew that. So just some of the kids' stuff that I just wanted in there. I normally highlight their artwork a little bit more, but there just wasn't room for it this year. And so this was a good solution for that. And that's it. That's it. Wraps it up. So there you have it. My 2020 December daily. I'm so in love with this album. Every year I say that, and I love it more and more every year. I cannot wait to start on 2021 and stay tuned for tomorrow because I will have a video kind of showcasing my plans. And then, you know, December starts 2 days from now, so we'll get into it and have some fun. Thank you so much for being here this week and going through all of my albums with me and walking through it all. Let me know which of the spreads for this particular year was your favorite, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.